Hello, everybody. It's Matt, and it is Bloodthirsty Thursday, and I am back at you with yet another review. Before I roll on to any of that, I want to wish each and every one of you a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff, because life really is too short as is. Do me a really huge favor and like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing your beautiful faces when I am here. I know it's an awful lot lately, but I have an awful lot on my plate to review. And one last little tidbit of information, check out the description box. I give you a little bit bigger bite of every single movie of every single day. I give you your brief synopsis, your starring cast, your director, your runtime of the cut I am watching, along with a link for a trailer and a link for if you decide you can help support the channel and toss a couple bucks my way, and that would be greatly appreciated. So with all that said in mind, let's get on to the film of the day. And today's is a very fun one. It comes from Jake Perry. It is none other than the 2023 instant classic known as TapewormZ. Tapeworms or tapeworms with a Z on the end. Either way, it is absolutely a thrill ride from beginning to end. It runs at like an hour and 7 minutes, I believe. It's not very long. It's a short feature, but it is a feature-length version of the movie Tapeworm 2, which I reviewed last month. Which, by the way, if you have not seen Tapeworm 2, I highly recommend it. Go out and get it. Pick up a copy from Mega City Productions. They do a fantastic job with all their releases, and I really recommend that one. And while you're at it, check out Slash and Chill Productions on YouTube. Their channel is absolutely stunning from the very first entry all the way up to the most recent entry. The guy is very, very, very funny, knows exactly what he wants when it comes to making film and how to get what he wants on camera. He does a fantastic job. Now, what is Tapeworms about? Now, it is basically what happens is it opens up with a segment of two women talking in a grocery store type of environment. And the lady behind the counter is making small talk. Would you like to take a pie along with this? Because I know that so-and-so at home really likes himself some pie. And the lady quickly objects and says, no, the doctor said he's had enough pie for a lifetime and he can't have any more. Doctors always say things of that nature, the lady responds. Very funny dialogue right away. It goes into the fact that, they're good people, and she, as she's locking up the store and they're leaving. She decides she's going to leave. Shortly thereafter, she stops on the side of the road because she sees something. And this creature comes out and she is like, oh, everything is okay. Come to mama. I won't hurt you. Things of that nature. And this creature, which is the tapeworm, jumps out and jabs her right in the like chest neck area of her body, and then that is the beginning of the movie. Now we open up and we move on to a group of people that are working inside of a restaurant, and they are cleaning up things. You have a magical scene, and many magical scenes in a bar involving a man who has a lovely penis earring dangly one, which is absolutely hilarious. He keeps getting called Scott when his name is Steve. He is just broken up with his girlfriend, and he is talking to a poor soul that has basically been suckered into this conversation with him, and he is basically telling him he needs to just move on, or at least grow a pair and go tell the ex-girlfriend how he really feels. One of those kind of ordeals. It's got some absolutely just hilarious dialogue going on throughout the entire film. You then are met with our victims are starting to pile up. These worms are attacking people left and right. At one point, one of my favorite characters, Ocho, in it, he goes to a friend's house after getting off of work, and he's, you know, like wandering around the house like, hey, where are you? I'm drinking your beer. He takes a cigarette. Even goes over to the refrigerator and takes a big old bite out of a slice of pizza in the refrigerator and puts it back. Just does things of that nature, just kind of wandering around. Eventually goes outside, finds who he's looking for, and he has something sticking out of his eye. He quickly freaks out, goes inside, and he is quickly met by a woman who has no top on, and she has these worms coming out of her breasts, and he calls them titty snakes. It is the absolutely most hilarious things that I have seen in a long while. All the while we have these bounty hunters from outer space that have come to Earth to stop these worms from doing any more evil deeds. All the while, there is Ocho meets up with another man who is one of these bounty hunters who has been here on Earth all this while. One of the group's commanders. It is a very interesting story all the way from beginning to end. You have a great cameo from Billy Pond, who I know him from the Slash and Chill production stuff. He has done all kinds of cameos throughout all their filmography, which I really like. He does a cameo in this, and he does another one in gosh, I forget what it's called. I think Limitless Horizons, I believe. Either way, it's a record store short that runs about 30 minutes, 28 minutes, I believe. That is on the Slash and Chill Productions YouTube channel that you can watch for free. And it is absolutely hysterical. It is Empire Records meets Clerks. It is absolutely, if you like both of those films, you will absolutely love that one as well. There is also other stuff on there like The Killer Sandwich. There is Herman the Monster Hunter. That series is just absolutely just funny as can be. But back to Tapeworms. It has other cameos from other people, such as what is his name? Mark Hack Covington has a great cameo in here. You also have I believe Lorrie something or other. I can't remember her name. She returns from Tapeworm 2 as the queen of the tapeworms. It's just absolutely just a fun movie. I don't want to give away any more just because I want you guys to see this when it does drop. It has not released yet, so there will be no link for where you can watch it or purchase it just yet. But in the future, it will be available, and I highly recommend checking it out and going over to Slash and Chill Productions YouTube channel and checking out everything that they have available on there. All of them are absolutely stunning and worth a watch. Um, Now on to the three things that I love my movies to me. Audio gets an A+. It has never a moment where I never misunderstand what is being said or what our characters are saying at all. It is done very well, very very crisp, very clean audio. So it has that A+ going behind that. Dialogue is where the bread and butter is to this movie. It has some of the funniest dialogue and some of the catchiest one-liners that you could absolutely love. And you can quote this movie for days on end with your friends. Because I feel like watching this movie alone does it no justice. I feel like this is a perfect movie to watch with a group of people and just have a fun thrill ride. Whether you're drinking, whether you're smoking, whether you're just having a sober night. Either way, you're going to have a great time with Tapeworms. Yeah, as weird as that sounds, but with TapewormZ. Either way, you're going to absolutely love it. So it's going to get an A+ on dialogue. Now on to editing. Editing is very good. There is no weird little bumps in it that don't make sense. There's no weird continuity errors with editing. There is no spots where the editing drops off and it loses momentum. It constantly keeps an uphill battle going all the way from beginning to end, and it is a very fun one. You never once are looking at the timer wondering how much time is left in this movie. Much like with all of Jake's films, I never find myself bored or wondering how much time is left, or looking on my phone to see what else I can do to pass the time. It is just absolutely well worth every minute of your time. So definitely check out everything that Jake Perry has to release. His stuff is always well worth it. So on to editing. Editing gets A+ as well. Onto the final score of the 1 through 5. This is going to get a 4.5 out of 5. It is that damn good. It is almost a 5. It is almost perfect in my opinion. It is that well made. It is that well constructed. So definitely go out, check out TapewormZ when it drops. It is well worth your watch. I know that there is at least one other review of this of Tapeworms out there. Go ahead and check that out as well. I'm curious to see what what Matthew Cantor has to say about it. But otherwise, yeah, it's an awesome movie. So check it out. Have a wonderful day, and maybe I'll be back with you with yet another review for the day. I have to play catch up because I got sick a couple days, missed a couple days, and just life is just extremely busy, and I hope you guys understand. All right, guys, love your faces, and as always, peace.